Today we're looking at the angles of a triangle and how they relate to the sides of that triangle. What you see in front of you is the same GeoGebra app that I posted on Canvas. And you might get on your Canvas page for today, that would be December 3rd, and open up that link and play with it a little bit. What I'm going to have you do is move the vertices around, and while you're doing that, look at the lengths of the sides and the angles that are across from them, and try making one angle really, really big and the side really long, and then make it smaller. See if you can come up with a relationship between the lengths of the sides and the size of the angle. In class, we filled in this little saying: the largest angle is opposite which side? The largest, the smallest, or the medium side. And then the smallest angle is opposite which side? Play with that a little bit and see if you can come up with a decision. Just pause the video, go to your Canvas page, see if you can figure it out. Then come back when you're done. Well, if you played with that GeoGebra app a little bit, I would think that you probably figured out the same thing that the kids in class figured out, that the largest angle is always opposite the longest side, and the smallest angle is always across from the shortest side. Largest angle is opposite the longest side, smallest angle is opposite the shortest side. And what that does is that if we're gives us the power that if we're given angle measurements, we can sort out the sides of the triangle from smallest to largest. And if we're given sides of a triangle, we can sort the angles from smallest to largest. So we can identify, gives us a little insight into the triangle itself. Now that you've come up with that relationship, you'll better understand what the angle side theorems are, the angle side relationships in triangles theorems. First one says if two triangles of a triangle are not congruent, meaning that they are of different lengths, then the larger angle is opposite the longer side, which is exactly what you found in your investigation. And if two angles of a triangle are not congruent, meaning they have different measures, then the longer side is opposite the larger angle. Again, exactly what you found in your investigation. By investigation, I mean as you played with that GeoGebra app on our Canvas page. The goal in working with these two theorems is to help us become just a little bit more observant about what that tells us about our triangle. So here's what I'm going to have you practice doing, and there is a worksheet posted on Canvas for you to do, and it's exactly the same thing, practicing becoming observant of your figures. It says, this one says, write the angles in order from largest to smallest. And you notice we aren't giving any angle measures, but we are given the side lengths. Since we want to go from smallest to largest, what I'm going to look for first is the shortest side of my triangle, and that would be the 40.5. Since it's the shortest side, it is across from the smallest angle. So my smallest angle is angle R. The next size in the side length, 40.5, the next one that's just a little bit bigger is the 45. So the angle across from it is going to be the angle that's just a little bit bigger than the first one. And then finally, my largest angle, or largest side, is the 57. It's going to be across from the largest angle. Again, it's not really difficult, but we're practicing becoming observant in reading our instructions and in looking at our pictures. Let's do another one. 3 side lengths. Take note of which one's the small one, which one's the medium one, and which one's the large one. And let's write those angles in order from small to large. 46 is the smallest, so X goes first. 47 is the next one, so Z goes next. And 53.8 is the next, so angle Y is next. Angle X is the smallest, angle Y is the largest. So what are you going to do if I don't give you a triangle? If I just give you the side lengths? Well, I hope you're thinking, draw a triangle. So let's draw one. And it doesn't have to be pretty, folks. You don't need to measure out the sides. Just draw one so that it looks like there's a long side, a medium side, and a short side. And let's label the lengths. The long side is going to be the 25, the medium side is going to be the 15, and the short side is going to be the 13. And let's put my letters on. The 25 has letters R and P, and it doesn't matter if the R goes on the right and P on the left, or if P goes on the right and R goes on the left. Makes no difference. That means we have Q is left for the other one, and make sure that from Q to P is the 13. Oh, I must have written something down wrong. Let me fix it. It's been a long day today. Let me make some changes. This is why you check. I need from Q to P. Get my line back. Well, we're just going to leave it like that. From Q to P is going to be my 15. My iPad is not cooperating, kids. Let's try it again. There's that. Now from Q to P is the 15, and from Q to R is the 13, and from R to P is the 25. This is probably good that I did this because it points out two things. One, your diagram doesn't have to be drawn to scale. You're going to use the numbers to make your decision. And you always want to go back and check to make sure that everything fits the description that's given to you. All right, 13 is my smallest number, so it is across from my shortest or my smallest angle. 15 is the next in line, so it is across from angle R. And 25 is the next, so it is across from angle Q. You don't go by what the picture looks like. You go by the numbers that are given to you. All right, so there's first three. And when you get to the worksheet, that's the whole first page. It's just like that. When you flip it over and you look at the back side, we're going to have you do the same thing, but with the angles given, and you want to sort the sides from longest to shortest, or from shortest to longest. You'll just have to read the instructions to see what they want. Okay, on this particular one, we're going to go short to long. I have one angle that the degree measure isn't there, so let me write it in. It's a 90. And short to long, so I'm going to look for the small angle. That's the 30 degree, and it is across from side AB. And you can call it AB or BA, makes no difference. Make sure you put the segment mark over the top. In order, the next angle is 60 degrees. It is across from BC. And the next one is the 90 degrees, and it is across from AC. Short angle, short side. Large angle, large side. Let's try it again. Smallest angle is 22. It's across from EF. The next in size is the 25. It is across from DE. And finally, the largest angle is the 133, and it's across from DF. And we have our segments in order from short to long. All right, last example. No picture given. We are told that we have a triangle DEF. The measure of D is 35, the measure of F is 95, and they want us to name the longest and shortest sides. Why don't we draw a triangle? I'm not going to worry about labeling it first. I'm just going to draw the thing, Does not have to be drawn to scale. I am going to try to make one angle look a little bit bigger than 95, or a little bit bigger than 90. Oops, didn't take. There we go, there's the last one. Now, let me label things. I'm going to pick which one that I think looks most like the 95, so I'll put it here. There's angle F. Angle D is 35. I think this looks most like a 35 down here, so I'll call that D. And if we look at the triangle name, it's DEF, so the other vertex must be E. How on earth are we going to find how big that other angle is? Well, I hope you're thinking in your head, when I add the angles of a triangle together, I get 180. So I'm going to subtract the 95 and 35 from 180. Let's see, 95 and 35, that is 130 degrees. So that means that angle E, right up here, is my 50 degrees. The longest side is across from that biggest angle. The biggest angle is 95, so the side across from that is ED. The shortest side is across from the smallest angle. The smallest angle is the 35 degrees, and it is across from EF. So in a nutshell, longest side, biggest angle, shortest side, smallest angle, and if you don't have a triangle given, draw the triangle. Label the parts, make sure you get everything in the right order before you start. The kids in class started the worksheet in class. They're going to finish it up tomorrow in class, and then we will be turning it in for points. Try to get it done if you're not here. This is a nice, easy one for you. If you just go nice and slow, be very, very careful. I don't have it where you can submit it. You can just hand it to me on paper. If you're going to be gone for quite a while, you might take a picture of it and go ahead and send it to my email. That will work. All right, see you tomorrow.